Topping the news, Senior Counsel Sophia Chote has accused Director of Public Prosecutions Roger Gaspard of overstepping his legal boundaries. Ms. Chote claimed Mr. Gaspard suggested to Attorney General Anand Ramlogan that the law be changed and Section 34 of the Administration of Justice Indictable Offences Act be repealed. Ms. Chote is representing businessman Amir Edu. Mr. Edu, along with Ishgal Baran Singh, Steve Ferguson and others, have all filed a motion to be acquitted of fraud charges arising out of the Piarco Airport inquiry under Section 34. Submissions continue today at the Hall of Justice in Port of Spain. Vanessa Haynes reports.
Senior Counsel Sophia Chote argued that DPP Gaspard's intention was to deprive businessman Amir Edu the opportunity to be acquitted of the fraud charges arising out of the Piarco Airport inquiry. Ms. Chote was making her submissions before Justice Dina Mora and a packed courtroom. She said the expeditious removal of Section 34 was primarily to strip the defendant of his civil rights, and this, she said, was a clear abuse of the law. She argued that DPP Gaspard's conduct went beyond the ambit of the law and infringed upon Section 90 of the Constitution. She presented a timeline of events, arguing that when Edu submitted his application, the DPP did not issue a complaint to the registrar about Section 34, so the matter could seek litigation in the courts. Instead, she claimed the DPP consulted with Attorney General Anand Ramlogan behind the scenes to change the law. She said this was done so Edu and other complainants in the Piarco construction controversy would not reap the benefits of Section 34. Chote argued that the actions of the DPP was unlawful, as he was a party to the Section 34 legislation, which he chose to interfere with. Chote stated the entire matter was politicized, with the involvement of the Attorney General and the Prime Minister, which she said was not in the best interest of the public. Instead, Chote argued the purpose of the attempt was to pull the rug from under the feet of the claimants. She contended that the repealed Administration of Justice Indictable Offences Act cannot stand and must be struck down by the court. However, lead attorney for the Attorney General Lord David Pannick, in his counter-argument, rejected Ms. Chote's accusations that Parliament breached the Constitution. He argued that it is not within the court's jurisdiction to address whether Parliament acted hastily in order to repeal Section 34 due to public pressure. And he further argued there was no breach in the separation of powers, where Parliament must refrain from interfering with the judiciary's legal process. Instead, Lord Pannick argued it is legally irrelevant. The legislation was enacted in general terms, and due to mischief, Parliament may see the need to enact fresh legislation. Lord Pannick stated there were other complainants who were not involved in the Piarco Airport controversy who were denied the use of Section 34. He argued no form of discrimination took place with the handling of the Section 34 legislation. Lord Pannick will continue his submissions on Thursday at the High Court. Vanessa Haynes, C News.
So glad you could join us. Welcome to the C Sport Report, where the countdown is on towards tomorrow's start to the ICC Women's World Cup. Well, that's in India. The West Indies will face host India to get the ball rolling as the women's game look to gather public attention, particularly in India. Well, experienced fast bowler Shakira Selman is reporting confidence in the West Indies camp as they prepare to begin their campaign. She believes the ladies are primed and ready to achieve one of their greatest triumphs to date, a win over India at the Brabourne Stadium in Mumbai on Thursday. Selman says her teammates strongly believe they can cup the coveted title this year and emulate the achievement of the men who lifted the T20 World Cup in Sri Lanka late last year to bring much joy to the West Indian fans around the world. The Windies ladies are more experienced and much better prepared than at previous World Cups at the pitch conditions, which are similar to what obtains here in the Caribbean, and things could fall nicely into place for the team to stun the world and lift the coveted crown.